Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Deuteronomy chapter 22, there's instructions to not mix things. They were not supposed to have a mixture of seed in the same soil. They were not supposed to plow with an ox and a donkey together. And they were also not to mix their clothing with the wool and the linen. And this would impress upon their minds the importance of keeping things separated. And perhaps for those who were really listening to what the Lord was saying, they would probably relate this to their own inward life, in the sense that they should not have a mixture of devotions, a mixture of heart, a mixture of mind. They were not to be double-minded, we could say, but to be wholly and absolutely and completely devoted to the Lord. Very similar to what Joshua talks about towards the end of his life, where he says, choose today whom you will serve, the gods of the Amorites, and whereas the gods of the people in the land around you, or serve the Lord. He says, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And Joshua was demonstrating a singleness of heart to say that I'm not going to be distracted and have a heart that is mixed with both love and devotion towards these other gods, and then also towards Yahweh as well. But I'm going to have a single purpose for myself and for my house, that we will serve the Lord. And the encouragement is the same for us as well. In James chapter 4, where you have believers who are being addressed who were worldly and had this mixed type of heart, there James tells them to purify their hearts, you double-minded, is what he says. In other words, they were double-minded. They had a mind for two things, both presumably for serving the Lord, and also for seeking the things of the world. And that was causing a lot of problems and consternation there in the church. And James says you need to purify your heart. You need to get back to a single desire, a single devotion to the Lord, and do away with all the worldliness that you've been harboring in your heart. And we would be encouraged to do the same. As we read here in Deuteronomy, but also as we consider James chapter 4, we should also realize that we need to not have a mixed heart, to where we're trying to sow two different types of seeds in our hearts. We're trying to perhaps do the work with from two different perspectives, or we're trying to live out a life before the world and before God in two different approaches. But we need to have a singleness of heart, being devoted to the Lord and being dedicated to Him wholeheartedly. The call for us is to love the Lord our God with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our strength, which doesn't leave anything over for other competing things in our lives that might try to push God out of the way, as it were. And so today, let's be encouraged to have one mind and one heart, to serve the Lord, to be dedicated to Him, to be focused on Him, not to be distracted by all the allurements of the world, not to be distracted by sin and temptation, but to be focused, to be driven, to be intentional in serving the Lord. So these are some things we can reflect on and think about as we do reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.